Kody may be turning into a legal thorn in TLC's side. We have a lot to talk about. Let's just jump right into today's video. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. Before we jump into today's topic, let's hear from today's video sponsor. I am so excited to talk to you about today's video sponsor, MD Hair. As most of you know, I just had a baby 3.5 months ago, and moms, I know you can feel me on this. Postpartum hair loss is such a bummer. My hair is already on the finer side, and when it starts to thin towards the front, it causes me to get really self-conscious. MD Hair is the world's first medical-grade hair growth treatment customized to the exact cause and type of hair loss. The website uses a quiz and a scalp picture analysis to customize each kit. MD Hair is a clinically proven, customized hair growth treatment developed by dermatologists, formulated with medical-grade ingredients and botanical formulas to deliver the best possible results. All customers receive unlimited access to one-on-one chat support with dermatologists and registered nurses. I really love the hair serum. It makes my hair feel great and it smells incredible. Customize your hair regrowth treatment with MD Hair. Use my promo code SQUAD70 to get your first month of customized products at 70% off. Thank you, MD Hair, for sponsoring this video. In episode 3 of season 18, we start to see Kody really unravel. He is not in control of the narrative of the show anymore, and he's finding himself in a really uncomfortable position. Does he continue filming and collecting the paycheck that goes along with it? Or does he remove himself from the public eye and therefore public scrutiny? It was all fine and dandy when Kody had all 4 of his wives echoing the story that he wanted to tell. But now what we see on the show is that 1 wife has already left and 2 are getting ready to leave. Most of his kids are pissed at him, and the public is starting to realize that being in Kody's orbit is not all beer and Skittles. Can Kody handle not having control over the narrative any longer? It really doesn't look like it. Let's go back to January of 2023 for just a minute. Season 17 had just wrapped with the final installment of the one-on-one tell-alls. Mary and Kody announced the permanent end to their marriage relationship, and Peyton did his 3-hour interview with blogger John Yates. I made a video about this particular bit of information that Peyton revealed during that interview, but let's rewatch that moment.
Besides that text, it's been over a year since we were the last time. No. Scratch that. Ooh, this I can reveal. This I'm allowed to reveal.
Ooh, I'm here for it.
I was doing military things, and Dad calls me kind of out of the blue and talks. And the previous time me and Dad talked, outside of this previous time me and Dad talked, I had worn the shirt. I wore the shirt. I posted a video about wearing the shirt, and Dad texts me like 4 days later because he saw it on Twitter. He saw the shirt on Twitter, and he's like, he goes on this large rant. How dare you treat me like this? How dare you disrespect me like this? At least the nanny is respectful. Full long text. And my response is, Dad, the shirt is
What does that mean?
A lot of things. I was disrespectful by wearing the shirt. Yeah, I was disrespectful by saying the thing my mom said on television was funny. Yeah, that was the last time we had texted. And then we go months without texting. I don't remember the exact month, but like 7-8 months without texting. And then he calls me randomly out of the blue, and he has a conversation with me. And it's like an hour-long conversation, and it goes really, really well. I'm like, okay, you know what? I might be getting my father back. This is wonderful. I then find out by Mom the next day, because I told Mom, oh yeah, I talked to Dad yesterday. And she's like, what did he call about? Did he call about the argument we're having? And I'm like, well, what's up with the argument you're having? Apparently, he was trying to convince. This is not what they are, but like they're high ups in TLC and they're high ups in Total Monkey, and he's trying to discuss with them, trying to put it in our context that we are not allowed to say anything negative about him on our platforms. And he's fighting with Mom about it because Mom is saying you can't control our children that way. He's trying to say your children can't say anything bad.
What would happen if you said something bad about, like, would he sue you?
It hurts his image.
Oh, like if you're like, so you sign a contract and like
TLC.
Like, oh, Kody, my dad's such a great guy. So is he going to? Is your dad going to sue you because you spoke negatively
TLC?
about him in some way?
TLC would sue me. If I
Oh God.
So TLC would have legal ramification to sue me for speaking negatively about my father. TLC was like, I don't think we should do that. And my mom was fighting it. My mom was like fighting with us, like, no, you're not allowed to tell our children what they can and can't say about you. You have to earn their love back. And then it hit me. He called me for a very, very specific reason. He called Aspen and he called McKelty, and I believe he also called Isabel for the exact same reason. He doesn't want us talking negatively about him online. He had roughly an hour-long conversation with 3 or 4 of his children.
And
Because
Aspen and McKelty are your full-blooded siblings.
Yes, right. They're all their mom's daughters.
No coincidence there. Go ahead. Sorry, keep going.
Yeah, no, he happened to call us 3 after he was losing the battle with mom about what we are allowed to say online. He just happens to call us, and I realized he didn't call me because he wanted to talk to me. He called me because he doesn't want me talking negatively.
All right, keep all of that information in mind because we will come back to it. Episodes 2 and 3 of season 18 have been very eye-opening for viewers as far as getting a glimpse of a more true depiction of the family dynamics. I actually talked about this in my live last Monday, but the tell the world moment was really shocking.
Manipulating. Oh, no. Tell the whole world. Tell the world. And then go hang out with your buddy Christine.
This breaking of the fourth wall was so unexpected. They teased Janelle saying shut it off to the cameras after Kody slams the door, but we had no idea Kody was going to rope us, the audience, in as a co-conspirator in this argument. Don't just tell him, Janelle. Tell the world. Almost 13 years ago, when this show premiered, all of his kids were minors, and all of his wives were still subscribing to his doctrine that they could behave their way into his favor. Stepping out of line could have dire consequences. Now, the majority of his kids are adults, and his wives have discovered that this threat of falling out of favor with him isn't quite the dire situation they feared it might be. McKelty and Gwen have been the most active as far as commenting on and reacting to the show. We've talked about some of what McKelty has had to say about season 18 so far. A few days ago, Gwen took to her Patreon to do a live watch-along of season 18 with her patrons. She hasn't uploaded anything to YouTube yet, so I won't be playing clips since as of now, it's still behind a paywall. But with all of that background in mind, let me read to you the transcript of what a viewer asked Gwen during this live stream. The viewer asked, and this is Gwen reading the comment, quote, reacting to the trailer, you said there's footage of you cursing. Were you cursing at someone or venting? And is it going to be on the show? Gwen answers, oh yeah, I did. I swore at somebody, like not to their face, but like at the idea of them. And then I went to the camera and I was like, I apologize or something sassy. I don't know if they'll show it, honestly. I don't know if they want that, like, cause there's potential that they could be sued if there's enough like bad things said about other people. Ooh boy, we have a lot to unpack here. Okay, so back to Peyton's interview. Peyton is telling the panel that Kody got really upset when he saw that Peyton wore that What Does the Nanny Do t-shirt. This led to him not hearing from his dad for 7 to 8 months. He has an hour-long conversation with his dad, and Peyton thinks, hey, this is great. Maybe I'm getting my dad back. But then he talks to Christine, and Christine tells Peyton that she's actually currently in an argument with his dad because Kody is trying to have it put into their contracts that they're not allowed to talk bad about him on their social media platforms. Apparently, TLC was like, we don't want any of this family drama. And then Peyton says it hits him. Kody didn't call Peyton because he misses him. He called him to try to do damage control and regain control over the narrative. And this is a really important point that I want to make. We all know that the show is super far behind, right? The show has not even entered 2022 yet. And this is how unhinged Kody is getting on the show because he is losing control over the narrative, but he's not yet seeing all of it play out on social media. Peyton went on the Surviving Sister Wives podcast in March of 2022, where he disclosed that his dad flipped out about the "What Does the Nanny Do" t-shirt. In January of 2023 is when Peyton reveals to John Yates that he hadn't spoken to his dad in 7 to 8 months because of the "What Does the Nanny Do" t-shirt. And then his dad calls him and is more amiable than he has been in a very long time. Odd, but Peyton has hope that this is a sign that he is getting the dad he knew from his childhood back. The whole situation is just tragic and unfortunate. But back to episode 3 of season 18, the breaking of the fourth wall by Kody was so jarring. I've seen people speculate that maybe he thought by doing that they wouldn't use the footage. You guys know that I watch Vanderpump Rules, and Rachel Leviss has revealed that Tom Sandoval successfully pressured editors to take out a scene where Rachel confronts Tom about recording her on FaceTime without her consent. I don't think it's a wild presumption to make that maybe Kody thought that by invoking the audience, producers would want to cut that scene. But alas, the scene stayed in, and viewers saw just how dark Kody could get during an argument. Honestly, I really shuddered to think how this conversation could have gone had cameras not been there. To quote Gwen's response when a viewer asked about upcoming footage, she referenced, quote, I don't know if they'll show it, honestly. I don't know if they want that, because there's potential that they could be sued if there's enough, bad things said about other people. Now, to be fair, Gwen doesn't name names, but if I was a betting person, I would say that she is saying that Kody has threatened TLC that he will try to sue if enough bad things are said about himself and Robin. Personally, I think Kody's days of reality TV are numbered. I just don't see how he continues filming this show with the public's opinion what it is and him having no ability to control the narrative. We have confirmation from Peyton that he was trying to get litigious with his own kids. And now it seems like Gwen may be saying that Kody is even threatening the network. I mean, who else could she be talking about? I absolutely think the show can carry on without Cody and Robin, and we already see the network is testing the waters with spinoffs like Cooking with Just Christine. As always, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel. Check out my second channel, Sarah Spills. A link for that will be in the description of this video. Follow me on Instagram, Threads, and Twitter at Reality Squad, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.